Hey everybody, good morning, good morning. Hope all is well and go hope all is well this morning. And I think that okay, I'm just trying to get this done. Which one it won't go live. Hi, how y'all doing today? Give me a few minutes. I don't know which one it is. Okay. Well, I think we are live on a lot of these platforms, so let me go ahead and just log out of that one. I'll remove that one. Remove. Okay. I was multi simulcasting here, and one of them said an error. So we're not going to worry about that one. But good morning, happy Tuesday morning to you. Today, I wanted to come on here early, and we're going to talk about this morning, brick by brick, how to build a successful business from scratch. Okay, there are some of you that may have embarked on a business, and some of you out here getting ready to start a business, and you just have an idea and you just don't know. I'm gonna give you a list of businesses that I think that you can start if there's something of interest to you. But we need more businesses here in 2025. We really do. We need more people creating jobs. We need more people with ideas that are not afraid to embark on the next level of your success. That are not that's not afraid to just step out there, and then also, if you have a 9 to 5, you're not afraid to make that move or to take that step. So we're going to talk about that this morning, and we're going to give you some businesses to kind of think of if you want to get out here and do business. Some of the ideas that I think that would be very feasible. I have a good bit of them. I won't go over all of them this morning. Thanks so much for coming in here over here in the other land. Thanks. And y'all know the drill. Y'all know how I tell you, if you have a question, don't be afraid to ask it while I'm, going live. I will definitely answer it along the way, because sometimes it can fit into what we're discussing, and then we can elaborate on it a little bit more. Thanks so much for the love. I appreciate it. Appreciate this. So there are many categories that in business that you can start. You don't have to be all into one niche. So you guys, 2025 and the new president that's going to be taking office, there's going to be so many great tax benefits for you if you are in business. So don't be afraid to just don't think that you're not going to be able to do it. And there's going to be so many opportunities for you to have just what you want and have it the way you want it. And then there's going to be so many opportunities for grants. There's going to be so many opportunities for you getting business contracts. Yes, so many loan opportunities for you, even if your business is not really fully making the funding. If you can show a lender, let me say this about borrowing money for a business. If you can show the lender that you can pay the money back by doing your research and showing them who you'll be working with, what how you're going to be able to get your customers or your clients, or who are you going to work with, who you're going to do a partner with, or is another business you're going to partner with, how that's going to happen, how many is it, what will be the operational plan, what will be the business model. You can do it. Okay, don't think that you have to have money already coming in showing that you can do it. You already got money coming in and you've already start making money. Sometimes that is not the case. Not all, but sometimes that is not the case. But if you're looking for working capital of something you've already have in place, yes, sometimes, not all, because it's not a cookie cutter in business. It's that you believing in yourself that you have what it takes. You believing in yourself that I can make this happen. You believing in yourself that yes, the money is going to come in because I have done a business plan. I've planned it out and I have done everything I needed to do. Yes, it can come into fruition. It can be achievable. You can get whatever you need to make your vision happen. You have to take action. Action is the requirement. So with that being said, and that spiel, I'm going to go ahead and get right in to tell you and to give you the step-by-step strategies of the brick by brick on how to build a successful business from scratch. Now, let's go ahead and begin. Before you embark on anything in business, you definitely got to have a few things in place, because you will meet roadblocks all day long if you don't have this in place. And it's going to stop you in your tracks. So why not get the main thing done first? And that is having your business structured as a business, not as a hobby, not as a side hustle, not as a just something to do. You not you can't be scatterbrained with this particular area. You can't be scatterbrained with just thinking of a concept. You got to already have it together. You won't get any further in getting the higher up opportunities. Okay. Now you can stay at the, if you want to be the hustle, you want to not be accountable of the revenue you're bringing in your business, and then you later on get in tax trouble, by all means, go ahead and do that. But we're not having that kind of conversation right now. This is a serious conversation that we're having. And I want you to know that you are okay. We'll put you right here. I want you to know that you're gonna be successful in however you approach this thing. Okay. All right. Now, so after like I said, having your business together, and what that means, having your business structured, coming up with your name is going to be the first thing that you're going to do. Coming up with your name, coming up with the name that you want your business to be. After you do that, you need to research that name. So if it's not, so where you'll know whether it's being used by someone else. You don't want this to happen. Why? Because you will come into roadblocks later. You might get a cease and desist letter because you are infringing on someone else's trademark capabilities, or you're not going to be able to use it, bottom line. So once you get that name secured, then you're going to start getting yourself together, getting your digital blueprint together. Because before you even apply for your LLC, think about it, you're going to have to use your name in order to be able to apply for your LLC. But before you even do that, you want to lock in your social media handles. Even if you're not going to embark or use them now, you want to get every last one of them. Get the domain name that you want to secure for your business. Get all of that first before you do your LLC. Because getting the LLC is going to it's going to secure you in being a corporation. And you want that. You want to make sure that you are secure in that area. Okay? So once you do that, you've gotten, but it's going to be Facebook, it's going to be LinkedIn, it's going to be TikTok, YouTube. Your YouTube channel is, when you get a Gmail account, which you will probably use your Gmail account not for your professional business. You will use your Gmail account probably. You can get with your Gmail. You can have, there's a business suite too, but you can just have a regular Gmail for like your junk mail coming in there, or I won't say junk mail, just miscellaneous things coming in your business that you don't want it to be flowing through your everyday business, because you kind of get an influx, a flood of emails from that. Now, with that too, with that Gmail, let me just let you know the power of having one of those. You're going to get a little Google Drive, which is space that you can, in your business, whether you can house some or send it out, you're going to need that, because you're going to have to use that later with, not trying to get ahead of myself, but lead magnets and things like that. You're going to want to make sure that you have it for your, you're going to make sure you want to have it for your YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel is going to be something that you can use to help market your business. Having that out there, growing that, you want to have that blueprint, definitely. So don't forget that. And then with that Gmail, there's some more things. Like I said, you have your hard drive, your space on there for your additional things with that, with housing your links to, maybe you may have a course, you may have something linked to that, like a book or ebook or anything like that. That is going to benefit you with that. So now, and once you've accumulated all of that, and then also your Google alerts, I talked to you about Google having Google alerts, and Google having Google alerts, and then Google your Google trends, researching. You're going to need that to do some marketing researching too as well. So you're going to need that for that, making sure that you do that. In that way, you can go in through your Google page to do that. Okay. Now, after that's done, let's go ahead and work on getting that LLC done, establishing yourself with your Duns and Brush, your Duns number, having that done. Now, with government contracts, they don't use Duns number anymore, but you still want to be able to have the digital blueprint for that, because that's going to help you with your building your business credit. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to ask you what's your Duns number a lot of times when you're applying for business credit, not personal now, business credit. And once you do that, you have that already in place. So let's go ahead and get that bank account, that business bank account. You can start out getting just maybe one. And as you start developing and making money, you would probably want to get more than one business bank account, because you want to be able to use those business bank accounts. You can use the same bank, just have another account for certain things like your taxes. You want to make sure that so much of your revenue, you already put that aside, and then putting that aside, you can probably either put it there. You can also have a savings account for when you opening up your business account. Make sure you have a savings account with that. Make sure you have a savings account. And then also, you can have, if you want to have more than one account, let me let you know some of the accounts that you can possibly have to benefit you. You have an operations account. You can have a account that is basically, if you have a Stripe or PayPal or something like that set up, have your funding and your money's going into there. Have your your expense account, whatever you have, like if you have any software that you're using, you can have that coming out of that account. So where you can kind of separate and use that. You don't have to do that, but it makes your life so much easier, and you can see exactly how your money is going out in your business and what you're paying, and then how you can kind of keep it separated like that to benefit you. Right? Okay. So the next thing, you also, another account that you may want to have is a marketing account, setting that aside and running your ads and things like that for your business, because eventually you will need to run those. Hey, everybody over here. Yeah, eventually you will need to do some marketing for your business. And that way, that can help you to kind of pinpoint that, and you can see, and you can budget yourself and put it in that account, and then separate that and run that, so you can keep that separate, so you can manage and keep up with your things better in your business. Now, and then so also, after you've set up I mentioned that after you've set up that out, we're going to set up the social media platforms. We're going to set up your social media handles. We mentioned that earlier, but we definitely want to be able to get every last one of them in the name that we've chosen. We've already checked on it to see whether it's trademarked or not. And then if it is, we can use it. We want to go ahead and then start laying out our business plan. We want to lay out our business plan, and we want to determine on what our business model is going to be, and how we're going to be able to be successful in this business endeavor, this business idea that we've chosen. So no matter what kind of business you have, this is what you need to do. And then also, when you are opening up a business bank account, a lot of times it all depends on, they may even ask you, would you need any funding? Would you, think about lines of credit? Now, there are sometimes if your personal credit is good, pretty decent, they sometimes will give you funding for when you open up a business bank account. It really all depends. So it's not that you have to have all this money coming in before they even give you business credit. I mean, I don't know, you may have a good relationship with your bank, You may even have your mortgage, your home mortgage through this particular bank. You may be good standing. You may have already built a relationship with them. So everybody is different. Everybody's opportunities will be different, but yours, you know what's uniquely for you in this aspect, right? So don't listen to everybody saying that this is the only way to do it. This is not the only way to do anything. Now, if you having issues with your personal credit, then I advise you to get that together, get that strengthened, and then you can kind of go back and approach someone. Now, also, we got some other things that we want to talk about too when it comes down to sometimes you can get trade lines to help you begin. There are some trade lines that'll help you start out with business. If you need any kind of equipment, if you need you know, office supplies, there are some that have the net 30 to net 90 days to help you in starting out your business brick by brick. This is how you do it. This is how you get yourself out here. And then you gotta, we'll talk about it another day, but then you got to start strategically marketing your business, doing some research and all those things. That's going to come. And then we'll talk about that tomorrow. But today I want to just make sure that you are hitting the ground running and you're thinking about how can I do this? And I'm going to give you a few as we finish this here. I'm going to give you a list of businesses that I feel like is really needed out here in the world. It really is. You may have the skill set to do them. I don't know. So once you got those things together, we're going to have to start working on getting you some customers. That is not something that you just going to be haphazardly doing. You're not going to just be passive in with it. You have to be doing this every day, and you have to do it intentional. This is going to be an intentional exercise for you. This is going to be an intentional taking action session for you. And the way you do that is you make sure you are planning. Now, there are some softwares that I'm going to suggest that you may get. I'm not going to say what company you need to get them from, but I know there's some beneficial softwares that will help you in no matter what business you have, what kind of business you have. You would definitely want to have these things to sort of help you to get your business out there. I have these, I use these, and I think that it will help. Now, a few accounts that you would need is you're going to need some kind of software for a website. That's a part of your digital blueprint. Getting a website. Sometimes the one that I use, it does a combination for me. I can create my lead magnets. I have my website up, but at the same time, there's software inside of that. I got it all in one where I can get my lead magnets created because I pay up, a different price, a premium price for it, but it's benefiting me in the long run. It's allowing me to do everything I need to do to have my website up and then market at the same time. And it has good SEO, that's search engine optimization, plugins. So really on the the wide world web, it helped my, my domain. Helps my website to rank higher. It helps it ranks pretty high. So another thing, you want to also make sure that you have somewhere that you can simulcast, do your videos, create videos, having video software, editing software in a sense. Sometimes that may not come at the front end, but some of these other, video companies that you use, they have little different built-in little tools that you can use until you can afford some of the other things that you really want to in your business. And then also you want to use something that's like a text messaging system. So like I tell you, text push the dream to 833-247-6465. Text push the dream to 833-247-6465. So the people that are connected with me, you guys can get more information. We can build a relationship together. I can nurture you. I can see what you want. I can see what you need. I can see what is going to be needed for you in the future to help you out. So that is, important. Now, the next thing you're going to need some kind of payment processor. You're going to need a shopping cart. The payment processor is the one that it connects to your shopping cart, and it connects to your shopping cart, and it helps you to do exactly what needs to be done with that. So your it helps you with your business. So in that manner, that may be one of the other things that, okay, hold on one second. All right, hold on one second, y'all. Let's see. All right, let me see here. There we go. All right, I didn't mean to hit y'all off, but I had to respond to that. Okay, now, the next thing I need you to know is, once you get this in line for your business, once you get your ways for you to collect money, ways for you to do business with your potential customer and client, then you need to make sure that you have an email marketing or email software system, email system set up so you can still communicate. Although text is good, you definitely want to continue to email. Email is not going anywhere. A lot of businesses use email. So email is still going to be around. So don't think that it's going to be all email is outdated. No, it's not outdated. It's not outdated. No, it's not. And you want to just continue to learn how to stay in touch with the people that you want to educate about their business, educating them on what you have to offer them, educating them on things and helping them. So business, starting a business is a serious thing. Starting a business and growing a business is a task, is something that you want to make sure that you are doing every day, every day, every day, every day. You are out here doing what needs to be done. Now, and a few other softwares, it all depends on if let's say if you're writing a book, you want to you can get this Otter to transcribe some things to help you just be more efficient and to make things run smoothly. You want to get a transcribing app like Otter. Otter is real good. And you speak into it, say what you want to say, and you can create an outline for a book. But they give you such a free amount of minutes. Free version is like 300. They give you a free version, and then they give you option to to purchase a more extensive plan with more minutes or more word count, and then you can transcribe and write your book. You can write your book from there, and then you can hire someone from Fiverr or Upwork and help you out, or you can do it yourself. So it just depends on what you want to do. If you are the one that want to kind of do it yourself and you know how to kind of outline your book, there's ways to do it. There's ways to get it out there. And then also, if you're going to upload it on Amazon, there's ways to do that as well. Getting the KBP, getting that book out there, there's ways to do it. It can be done. It can be done. And so with that being said, You just have to decide on what you're going to do and what money you want to spend and how you're going to be able to budget yourself. If you can't get all these things now, some of them that that has a price tag on them that maybe you can't afford to get now because you just you really want this business and you just don't have all of the funding right now to get everything that you need. Start out with the necessary things that you're going to need for this to happen for you. So that's what you have to do there. Okay. All right. And now, after you've determined just some of this basic stuff that you need, it's going to take you a few days. In a few days, if you all depends on how serious you are, just getting it set up. You may be able to do some of this in the same day, if it's not on the weekend. And then also, I didn't mean to forget this: your EIN number is definitely going to be needed too for your business. Your EIN number, you got to get that one after you get your LLC. After your LLC, you need to apply for your EIN number. And that's the business number you use for your tax purposes. And then you need to create your operating agreement. Possibly, if you're going to have a team with you, you're going to need a team. Building a team, you're going to need your guide for your employee manual or your team manual, whatever else, communicating what you're expecting in your particular business model. That is so important. That is going to be needed. So, with that being said, you must do those things. And then we can talk another day about, we're going to talk tomorrow about after that setup and all of the initial setup, what can happen, what need to happen next. Now you got to start getting some traction to your business. You have to get some traction. You have to let people know who you are, what you have to offer. Let them be introduced to you in whatever way you see fit. And we're going to talk about some ways that can be. But let me give you a list of some of the businesses that I do know that will be definitely very good in this year. And so maybe some of these ideas can kind of help you to determine if you haven't decided on what kind of business you want to. And this is to help people that we really need these things to happen in the world. We really need a better community, a better society. We need businesses out here now that's going to help us be better. And all of us can use some kind of improvement in some capacity. So let me give you a few of the health focused businesses that are needed, and they can be successful if you follow a plan of action to the point that you follow the plan of action to getting them out here in the world. And if this is something that you are qualified to do. Now, the health focused businesses is holistic nutrition coaching, because a lot of us, we're not healthy, especially in the United States. We're bad off in that category. We are. Meal prep service for well fitness, and even getting someone to develop you a fitness app. This is something that some of you might be in the niche. You can connect with an engineer and get a fitness app created. And with that, you probably could do a presentation to maybe a hospital, maybe pharmaceutical company, maybe even get you a government contracting with this, maybe even get a grant to help this come to path for you. Any of these you can do what I just mentioned. You can connect with other businesses. You don't always have to look for just the person, the next client on one. You can work with organizations, companies. If this is something that you feel like your business can, profit off, that's when you come into the ecosystem here and come into text push to dream to 833-247-6465. And this is what we'll be doing this year. We're going to be doing a 90-day intensive. So if you want to know more, learn more about that, and when I get everything situated for the class and course, you doing well, you let me know. Okay, you will be a part of it. So if you text push the dream to 833-247-6465, you will stay in the know of this. Now, the next thing, business mental health coach, that is needed as well. Now, I won't go all of them, but I'm going to give you a few categories because I have to get off because I have another appointment I need to go and handle. Now, the wealth focused businesses, personal finance coach, stock market educator. If you're good at this, real estate investor. Some of these businesses. Now, with the real estate investing, you really are not a good fit for a lot of loans and funding. And those business, this kind of business is kind of a red flag in a sense to a lot of lenders. So I just want to let you know that about that particular business. But you can achieve it, you can accomplish it because you definitely can. It can be lucrative for you. You know, the government all the time, they even need real estate. So you can have a business and you can set your business up and structure it correctly and then even do partner with the government on this one. So, like I said, I don't know when the Trump administration come in. I don't know exactly what all he will be doing, but I will definitely be reading on it, and I will keep you in the know of some of the opportunities for you in that area. Okay, so the finance focused businesses. Let's talk about a few of those in that. The credit repair agency, that is definitely needed. I do credit repair. I work with some of my clients now to help them with the credit repair and help them get their, get some of their things squared away with their business, squared away with their personal credit. So that is good. Now, the tax preparation, often tax filing and financial planning services. And that's a division of my business too as well. This year, I will be doing that a few days a week. For is just working. I got a contract with this company that I will be working with, helping them out. I got, I will be doing that in that manner because I have a background. I'm not a CPA, but I do have the background in tax preparation, and so I will be doing that. And then also getting other kind of services like tracking your finances or expenses, bookkeeping, things like that. That is needed in the world of business. Someone need that particular service. So if you are someone that is fluent in that area, by all means, that's a business model for you. Okay, that is a business model. And then too, one of the favorites that I see a lot of people are not qualified to do, but they're out here doing it. It is relationship coaching. Relationship coaching, relationship focused business, relationship coaching, online dating consulting, something like that, parenting coaching, family therapy. That's a lot of that is needed. And, some of the professionals in that arena, you, you can be a good candidate to do that. You can be a good candidate if you have license in this area. That will be a viable business for you to start outside of your 9 to 5 if you want to. Okay. In marriage enhancement programs for those that have been married for years, a lot of us out here we can use the benefit of you. How do you stay together and how do you make it last? Make it last forever. So anyway, some things, event planning, things like that. Event planning. You can come up with all kind of ways. Event planning. Thanks for the hearts. I appreciate that. Thank you so much over here. Thank you for the hearts and the love. What's that? BR57. Thank you so much. Thank you. So you can come up with event planning. You can focus event planning on like wedding anniversaries, event planning for. You can come up with your own event planning ideas and say, hey, do a different theme during the whole year and just have it and be an event planner and have your own events and just have things going on. Have you a team to just be a part of helping you get every section of that, making it happen. But that can be your viable business. So, that's in the relationship focused business. You can do it in any businesses with anything. You can have it in the finance. When I do my Push to Dream conference or workshop, that's what I focus on, the event planning side for things of that sort. Okay. So that is something great that you can do too as well. So don't pass that up. Just think outside of the box. I give you more along the week as we talk about these other things on building your business brick by brick and building your business from scratch. But I'm gonna give you a few more, and I definitely have to go because I'm for my client get here. I want to be prepared, and also hybrid businesses, health, wealth, finance, and relationships. And like I said, the virtual event, it can be virtual event planning, it can be personal branding, whatever your expertise is, and if you have the skill set to do it, by all means, break it down for us. Community development programs, all kind of things that can help us be better in 2025. I believe that it can be a business out of it because there's a lot of things needed. And then also there's a lot of grants out here. There's a lot of ways that you can connect with the government. I think I'm gonna do a video one day and just break it down for you to let you see all of the opportunities for you to even get involved with government contracting, even when, no matter what kind of business you have, no matter what kind of business you have. Okay. All righty. Now I will be back on possibly later this evening, and I will go over some more things with you. So turn your notifications on or follow me or go to pushthedream.com, get on the list, or text Push the Dream to 833-247-6465. That's text Push the Dream to 833-247-6465. And so let's get and talk more about some of these things where we can make our lives a bit better this year and have a great, great, great time into building our wealth, building our businesses, and doing everything we need to be able to go to the next level in life. Okay. All righty. I'll see y'all guys later. And thanks so much. If there are not any questions, just save them for this evening and we'll come back and we'll talk about some. If you have any questions for me, I hope you join me. It'll more than likely it'll be after 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And y'all stay warm and stay safe. And I know a lot of places it's real cold. So, be safe out here and make sure you watch your backs. Okay. Y'all have a blessed one and be blessed today. Talk to y'all soon.